In this video, I've gathered 3 highly effective strategies for combating fear and anxiety head-on. No fluff here, just clear instructions and explanations on why these techniques are so impactful. Whether you're struggling with fear of flying, public speaking, or talking to your boss, this video is tailored to help you. Let's dive in. The first method is the 5-second rule, and it's not just clickbait. It's a legitimate way to conquer fear. This technique, popularized by Mel Robbins, a renowned writer, TED speaker, and host of a top educational podcast, works by understanding what fear truly is. Fear is essentially a physical state that closely resembles the feeling of excited anticipation. The physiological response, racing heart, sweating, tightness in your chest, or butterflies in your stomach, is identical in both scenarios. The only difference is how your brain interprets it. When you're excited, your brain thinks, "This is going to be great." But when you're afraid, it says, "No way, this is too risky. Let's bail." Fear serves you well when it helps you look forward to something, but it can hold you back when it prevents you from embracing new experiences and opportunities. The key to using the 5-second rule is to shift that fear into anticipation. Here's how you do it. When you feel that familiar rush of fear, your heart racing, palms sweating, and stomach fluttering, pause and tell yourself, "I'm excited. I can't wait to board that plane. I'm thrilled to speak in front of this audience. I'm eager to discuss a raise with my boss." By doing this, you're sending a message to your brain, explaining why your body is reacting the way it is. You're not scared, you're excited. This simple shift in mindset can help you overcome fear. An anchor thought is a thought that keeps you grounded, preventing fear from spiraling into panic. It allows you to stay in control of your thoughts and actions. For instance, if you're afraid of flying, your anchor thought could be related to your destination. Imagine walking hand in hand with your partner along the beach in Turkey, where you're heading for vacation. This thought evokes joy and anticipation, directly tied to your upcoming flight. Now that you have your anchor thought, you're prepared to combat that fear head-on. Let's revisit the airplane scenario. You're en route to Turkey, and suddenly the plane hits turbulence. Your heart races, and you feel a sense of panic. But in that moment, you can control your thoughts and actions. Use the 5-second rule. Count slowly from 5 to 1, bringing your mind back to the present and regaining control. Then recall your anchor thought, the beach scene with your partner. Tell yourself, "I'm looking forward to strolling along the shore with my loved one. It's going to be incredible." You don't even have to say it aloud. Just thinking it tells your brain that your physical reaction, your racing heart, your sweating, is due to excitement, not fear. By calming yourself with controlled breathing, refocusing your mind on the present, and accessing a meaningful anchor thought, you're essentially tricking your brain. And it works. All right, you've identified your anchor thought, so now you're prepared to tackle that fear head-on. Let's revisit the airplane scenario. You're on your way to Turkey, and suddenly the plane encounters turbulence. Your heart races, and you feel a loss of control. However, you have the power to control your thoughts and actions in that moment. Utilize the 5-second rule. Count slowly from 5 to 1, bringing your focus back to the present and regaining control of your mind. Then bring to mind your anchor thought, the image of strolling along the shore with your partner. Mentally affirm, "I'm looking forward to walking along the beach with my love. It's going to be incredible." You don't even need to vocalize it. Simply thinking it sends a message to your brain that your physical response, the racing heart, the sweating, is due to excitement, not fear. By calming yourself with controlled breathing, refocusing your mind on the present, and accessing a meaningful anchor thought, you're essentially outsmarting your brain. And it works because you first calmed yourself with breathing, recentered your mind, and then tapped into that anchor thought that's relevant to the stressful situation. Those are the 3 steps. 1. Utilize the 5-second rule. 2. Embrace an anchor thought. 3. Reframe your thoughts from fear to anticipation. That's how we conquer fear in just 5 seconds. Now, let's delve into the second method, which originates from a TED speaker who also happens to be a former professional basketball player. The deferred living syndrome causes us to devalue our current lives. After all, everything that exists now is very quickly taken for granted, even if just a few years ago we only dreamed of our current situation. Again, examples can be taken from childhood. If you had demanding parents, you may be familiar with this scene. Got a 4, nothing to celebrate, need a 5, got a 5, that's not a gold medal, nothing special. Got a gold medal, didn't win the Olympics, so it doesn't count. That is, all the child's achievements are devalued. And this carries over into adulthood. You may achieve objective successes, but the voice from childhood will always tell you that there's nothing special here. So how do you defeat this destructive mindset? The best thing, of course, is to consult a psychotherapist and, together with a specialist, try to change the deep-seated beliefs. But there are also things you can start doing on your own. First, learn to be, not think, not do, but just be present. Try it right now. What are you feeling in your body? Are you comfortable? Which hand feels heavier, the left or the right? Do you sense any smells right now? What do you see? What do you hear? Questions like these about what you're experiencing in the moment allow you to return to the present. This is precisely what people with deferred living syndrome miss. This exercise also helps with anxiety. Do it when you notice you're getting too caught up in thoughts about the future. Another life hack against anxiety about the future. Ask yourself 2 questions. First, can I do anything right now to achieve my most important goal? Second, do I have the energy for that? If you answered no to either question, then switch to the present and enjoy what is, because you can't speed up the arrival of a happy future. And second, stop tolerating. You need to understand what in your life you are tolerating. It's best to make a list. These can be both big difficulties and small things, like poor infrastructure in your neighborhood or caustic comments from a coworker. Write down next to each item what you will do to stop tolerating it. This will help you build self-love and self-respect. 3. Try to treat yourself to small life pleasures more often. Happiness doesn't need to be earned. You can give yourself joy right now. Go see a movie, eat your favorite dessert, or buy that sweater you liked, and use what made you happy. Don't put it away for a special occasion. Wear it like your other clothes. After all, you're familiar with your grandmother's habits of putting away the nice dishes and only taking them out for holidays. Don't repeat their mistakes. 4. Celebrate your wins. There's nothing wrong with having a dream or a big goal, but you need to break it down into many smaller goals. And as soon as you accomplish something from that, congratulate yourself thoroughly. Acknowledge all your achievements. They all matter, even the smallest ones. 5. Seek support. You know about the phenomenon of the crab bucket? If one tries to escape, the others don't help him, but grab onto him and pull him back down. In life, you also need to get rid of these crabs. If your circle doesn't believe in you, says, "Why do you need that? Where are you sticking your nose when you're living high on the hog?" And so on, it's worth reducing contact with such people. We need the support of loved ones. The hackneyed phrase, "live in the present," is unlikely to motivate anyone, but if you at least realize that you have the deferred living syndrome, that will be the first step towards improvement. It's unlikely you can get rid of it once and for all,